They were there. And now, they're not. Somewhere in the dark ocean of space, beyond the reach of every eye that came before, the James Webb Space Telescope pointed its golden mirrors toward a faint patch of sky, and blinked. What it saw was not a supernova, not a galaxy collision, not the birth of a star. It saw an absence. Stars, hundreds of billions of them, gone. Not exploded, not faded, not moved, just gone. The James Webb Telescope had been hunting ghosts. It stared into a region of the cosmos where the Hubble once found life. Galaxies brimming with stars, vibrant and old. Webb was sent to compare, to see deeper, to unravel the early history of time itself. The images came in pixel by pixel and they didn't match. Where once stood a vibrant swarm of ancient stars was nothing. Not dim light, not red-shifted relics. Black, void, silence. At first they blamed the instruments. Faulty calibration, cosmic dust, a miscalculation in trajectory, but the patterns were too consistent, too clean. One by one, clusters of stars faded from history. Astronomers combed the archived Hubble data. The galaxies were there. Whole star systems, spectral signatures, patterns of movement, light curves. But Webb, with its deeper gaze, saw through time, and saw absence. Out of the 1.2 trillion stars previously mapped across those sectors, nearly 900 billion were no longer emitting light. No nova trails, no black hole remnants, no gravitational waves, gone, without a trace. NASA called an internal meeting, then 3 more, then silence. Data was locked behind secured servers. NDAs were sent to research teams. One observatory in Chile was shut down for recalibration. A leaked audio file, low quality, distorted, surfaced for a moment online before being wiped. In it, a voice whispered one phrase over and over.
They didn't die, they were taken.
The file was traced back to a technician who, 2 days later, was found unconscious in his observatory chair, clutching his laptop to his chest.
We looked too long.
The missing stars all shared something eerie. They were old, ancient even by cosmic standards. Most formed less than 1 billion years after the Big Bang. They were among the first lights in the universe. Somewhere between 10 and 12 billion light-years away, these galactic beacons had stayed alight since before Earth was born. And then, sometime in the past 100 million years, they were gone. But here's the thing, their light is still reaching us. Their death, or disappearance, had already happened. We're only now witnessing it because of the telescope's reach through time, which means if something erased them, it's already well on its way. The theory that followed was simple, horrifying, and silent. Something moved. Not fast, not loud, but slow, calculated, like a tide coming in. Galactic sectors winked out in a pattern, first one, then another 50 million light-years away. The spacing was too clean to be random. Something vast had swept through them, leaving only black behind. We don't know what it was. We don't know where it is. But the Webb telescope had been looking further outward, and further back in time. That means what it saw happened long ago, which means whatever did it could already be close. Weeks later, Webb spotted a new anomaly, not an absence, but a distortion. A spiral formation of red light curling like smoke in water, centered around a galaxy at the edge of the affected zone. The spiral wasn't spinning, it was still, fixed. It was watching. Radio telescopes turned to it, nothing came back, but infrared analysis revealed something deeper. Inside that spiral was motion, not expansion, not collapse, but folding. Space itself was turning inward, like a cloth pulled through a needle's eye. A compression. Whatever caused it didn't destroy stars, it unmade them. Indigenous myths from across Earth speak of stars vanishing, stories from before written language, constellations that went missing, lights that fled from the sky. Astronomers dismissed them as poetic, but new AI-enhanced sky maps cross-referenced over 2,000 ancient star charts and oral records, and several matched the galaxies now found missing. Somehow, thousands of years ago, people knew. And we forgot. Webb's deep field sensors picked up a faint pulse, once every 13 hours, hidden in the microwave background. A pattern too regular to be natural. It wasn't a signal, not in the way we send messages. It wasn't trying to communicate. It was marking time. Each pulse coincided with a new region of disappearing stars, and each time, it got closer. A rogue theorist, Dr. Halima Erez, published a single-page paper before being blacklisted. She called it the cosmic silence hypothesis. Her claim was simple. We were not the first to see stars. Somewhere out there, civilizations built telescopes. They reached the stars, and then, their stars were gone. The universe isn't empty. It's emptied, systematically, quietly, a reset, a purge, one that doesn't announce itself, one that waits. On June 13, 2025, the Webb telescope picked up its final full-field transmission before scheduled recalibration. It showed a new anomaly, one not in the deep sky, but close, within our own local group. A star in the Andromeda galaxy, previously recorded for decades, was no longer emitting light. It had gone dark within the last year, closer, much closer, within a human lifetime of distance, within reach.
There was a star there.
No, sweetheart, that spot's always been empty.
Frowned softly. I remember.
And far above them space stares back, waiting, listening, folding itself in.